Welcome to Insights. I'm Eric. I want to do a quick review of Bitcoin. A lot of volatility in the markets, a lot of volatility in the cryptocurrency space. Bitcoin is the leader. Are we headed towards risk off? Will Bitcoin stay risk on? Or will everything come dumping down? I mean, these are all possibilities. Everything is speculation. The only thing that you can do is follow the evolution of the trade and follow its position. The evolution of the trade follows the primary trend. It follows the daily and weekly trend as well. If all of them are in agreement, both all up, 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 you have triple upside alignment in the composite trend. But this can fall out. The daily can go down, the weekly can go down. While that maintains the primary trend and we maintain the core position as long as the primary trend is up, anything that brings the tertiary and secondary trends down ultimately generates opportunities to escalate the core position in what we call resets. We don't see it now. A reset first has to see the trend go from up to down and then come back up again. So we're probably several days, at least weeks away from any potential reset, even on the daily. It takes time to get down there. The play is to do nothing right now other than understand where the evolution of the trade lies. Bitcoin's daily trend is still up, marked by these green boxes that highlights any time the price oscillator is above zero. This is the volume oscillator. I also track that it's inside the matrix. The matrix shows it here for divergences. The trend is up for price, but if there's a divergence and volume no longer confirms, it'll show either a bearish or bullish divergence. And this works across the 3 time frames. You have divergences columns here and here. But really the weekly still, or the daily and the weekly are still up. Everything is still up. So ultimately the play is nothing. I mean, there hasn't been a play. There's been no extension to sell the positions. The primary trend is still up. What will be a good reveal today will be energy. Energy is located in these columns right here. Right now, this energy is it's still somewhat bullish. You can click this link if you're a subscriber and pull up a cloud chart. And I'll pull up my version here quickly so we can take a look at it. The energy builds have been relatively bullish for Bitcoin. They've been located up here near the bullish threshold, which is 60% for quite some time. Now it's turning lower as we oscillate to the bearish area. Now this could be aborted. If the price curls back here, this can turn back up again. That would be a sign that the invisible hand is accumulating and they're buying and positioning towards continuation. That would extend this. That probably push this arrow out a little further. You move it here and the oscillation would probably continue later into the summer. But ultimately nothing has changed because this data hasn't changed. It hasn't changed since last week. We're going to get new data here on Friday, and I think it'll be quite important. I'm going to update that one for subscribers because we're going to find out whether or not the recent decline in Bitcoin that we saw this week and actually through Tuesday, how did the invisible hand respond to it? I don't really care what the majority thinks, and neither should you. It doesn't. This game doesn't matter what the narratives are saying or what the popular opinion is, whether or not Bitcoin has a good technology, whether it's going to be executed. All we care about is whether the primary trend is up, whether they're buying the primary trend into declines, so as the price dips, whether energy builds into those declines in order to allow the markup phase, which is the up cycle in the primary trend, continue. If it happens, it favors continuation, and you would know right away that everyone else is probably getting bearish, but you're just going to wait for the next reset and you're going to jump all over that one. And I would do the same. I mean, I'm following the same information that you are, and we'll talk about it when the time comes. Now, through Tuesday's decline, the invisible hand was selling and the energy build actually fell and got more bearish. That would be a problem. That would not favor continuation, and it would mean that the daily and weekly trends are probably going to be vulnerable, at least the daily for sure, weekly possible. It depends on how long the distribution takes place. So Friday today, which is later today towards the New York close, you will get the CFTC will update the data that we use to calculate energy builds, and it could be an important number, not only for Bitcoin, but for numerous assets throughout the matrix. If you have any questions about Bitcoins, short-term trading or setup within the evolution of the trade, or questions about evolution of the trade in general, you can contact me directly. There's some links below the video. Will take you back to the blog. You can go there and you can search in the banner menus under Matrix, and you can find descriptions of everything. There's videos everywhere. Clearly, if you're a subscriber, these videos with asterisks next to them represent newly created help videos for certain sections of the matrix. I'm working on more of them each day in order to explain the concepts. In time, this all looks complicated, but you will learn to use them. You learn to use it and gain confidence in understanding what the invisible hand is doing. It doesn't matter what everyone else is doing. It only matters what the professional world is doing. We tune out media. We tune out pretty much everything and focus on the movement of price and time cycles and the flow of energy. So if you have any other questions, let me know. Write some comments under the video or like away and subscribe. That's great. If you're interested in a subscription, you can follow it back to the blog and you can go look it up there too. So thanks for watching the video, and don't get too involved with Bitcoin's day-to-day trading action.